Welcome back, fangirls and fanboys of the world. My name is Mario, and we are back today in our lovely fanboy corner to talk about Deadline. Now that it's been a few weeks since it was released, I want to talk about my general thoughts on the album, my favorite songs, favorite lyrics, how I'm feeling the project as a whole, and also talk a little bit about the whole conversation that there's been on the internet regarding this album. As always, I'm trying to bring the positive vibe here while I'm trying to keep my opinions up as objective as possible. So before we start, if you're starting to like my content, if you enjoy my company, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss anything that I will put out on the future. First of all, guys, what a blessing to have 4 new Blackpink songs. That is the truth. I'm so happy and I just can't get it out of my head. I had this AP on loop during these weeks, and it's such a shame that we're not receiving more content, which we're gonna talk about now. And that's why I don't know if I will be able to do more content regarding Deadline, because if they don't give us dance practice and stuff to react to, I won't be able to do anything else. But let's hope for more future content, and if not, maybe we can try to do something else. So, first of all, how did I like the songs? If we're talking about the songs themselves as individual songs, I loved all of them. They are so good. I feel like they sound really different than what we used to. But I don't think that's bad necessarily. I think it's an evolution of sound. It feels like the sounds have its own purpose, and I like that. But I have to say that maybe as a collection of songs, as a project, it doesn't feel that full as if we're talking about the songs by themselves. Also, because it's only 5 songs, so it's really hard to build something with that little amount of songs. I understand some of the critics that are coming to this album mostly because of YG's fault, like the lack of promotion. That's the biggest issue to me, because if you want to build a proper era, you need to have some live performances, some choreographies, some interviews, some aesthetic and vibe, and I'm not feeling that, so that can feel underwhelming, and it's really hard then to just think about the songs as they are, which is what I'm trying to say here, that I love the songs, but the era doesn't feel full. And also I feel like after seeing how much input the girls can give us when they have rhythm creativity, like in their solos, then you miss that, because all their eras as always felt full with a vision, a purpose, aesthetic, an era, and that's what I'm missing here. And it's really, really sad, because Blackpink is one of the groups that I see with the biggest potential ever. 4 of them are solid artists, and I don't know why YG is just doing it like this. I also feel like this makes the girls don't feel as excited and maybe don't bring that much into the conversation, even if they are allowed to, because I don't think so. And yet I still feel like they try, because they love Blackpink and they love Blinks, and I don't know, it's gotten to a point where I hope that we can see something better in the future, kind of a reborn of Blackpink and a new era, because even though I love the songs, this felt really rushed and without a clear vision to it. Despite that, I still feel like the girls were strong on their parts of the songs. All of them stand out in a way. And I don't know, their vocals and their way of pronouncing and their presence, I feel like that has improved a lot. And I don't think the Go MB it's bad at all. I loved it so much. It's really different, it's chaotic, so you need to get used to it, just like with the new sound of the songs. But I don't know, I like this new side. In that way, it feels more mature, as I said on my reaction. In my case, I don't need lyrics to be super, hyper deep. I don't think the lyrics are bad. Then we're gonna talk about some of the most hated lyrics of this album. They are simple concepts, but they're executed in a proper way. I would love to see more of Jisoo. That's something that I missed. I think we all agree on that. I feel like she's less present than the others. But otherwise, I don't have any other complaints besides the overall feeling to it. Also, I think the internet plays a huge role on this, because there's always going to be hate, and in Blackpink's case, the hate it's like so much. I don't understand why they hate it so much. If you don't like it, you can just keep moving on with your life. Also, there were a lot of things that did not contribute to the whole success of the album. I don't think that music has to be always charts and numbers and stuff. And yeah, it's surprising to see maybe this album not doing as well as the other ones, even though they're still doing well. But the leaks, also new sounds, maybe this kind of more electro club with heavy beats style doesn't suit other people's taste. And also the lack of promotions. As always, it's a short album and we were expecting more. And I feel like they could really do something big for the birthday, full proper album with a vision. And that's the only thing that's lacking here because the songs are good. I don't think that this doesn't sound as Blackpink. That's one of the things that I don't agree with the internet. I do think it sounds Blackpink. It's really Blackpink style, the structure of the songs, the lyrics, the way they sing. I don't understand why people don't feel it like that. I don't understand why people don't feel it like I don't understand why people don't feel it that way. I don't understand why don't people I don't understand why I don't understand why people doesn't feel it like I don't understand why people don't feel it I don't understand why people don't feel it that way. I don't know. I feel like everything has been just so messy. Even if you're a fan, you're not a fan, respect should always come first. And as a fan, sometimes it really hurts. It distortions your vision. Sometimes it even triggers existing crisis with the girls and Blackpink and stuff. But then I remember that we're gonna get their solos, and Rose said that they will be back. So we just need to block the noise and enjoy the songs by themselves and as they are. We don't need to have the bigger numbers always. Like I feel like that way of thinking music, it's not the proper way to approach art and to just enjoy songs without having to justify yourself. If you don't think the lyrics are bad, if you don't think the beats are bad, if you like the vocals, if you like the girls, if you like the overall thing, that's it. That's why I'm satisfied with the songs, and that's why I'm trying to talk about this in a objective way without sounding like someone who would defend anything ever, but not someone who is gonna just go with the flow of the rest of the people and say that this is bad, because I don't think at all that any of the songs are bad. Anyway, those are my overall thoughts on the album. Now we're gonna go song by song and we're gonna rank them and talk a little bit about how we feel with each one. First of all, we've got Jump. I mean, we have had a lot of months already with Jump, and this song, honestly, it's just so good that I just don't understand. I loved it when it first came out, even though it surprised me, but it's just gotten better with time. Like, I cannot stop listening to this song. I never get tired of it. It has the biggest repeat value of the whole album. It's so good, and it feels really refreshing to have a song like this, that the structure is so simple. It doesn't even have a bridge or anything like that, but it doesn't need it. Like, it feels full, if that makes sense. It's really hard to make a song that specific, that consistent, that it just feels full and you want to just sing it over and over again. The contribution of the girls were even, all of them sang more or less the same, and I really like that. I don't know, it's just a party clap song. Everyone loved it so much, and the message is empowering, and I don't feel like there's any lyric here that is bad at all. It's a simple concept, because Blackpink songs are simple in those terms, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It fits its purpose. And there's a specific lyric that I have here now that I'm seeing that I love so much, and I don't know if you know this, if you notice that, but the sentence when they say that prima donna spice up your life, it's really interesting, it's really clever, because prima donna can be seen as something bad in terms of someone who's really hard to work with or to just like be around, and at the same time it feels like this kind of empowered woman diva. And I love how they are taking what people say about them or their perception of who they are as if they were these big divas with big egos, which they are not at all, and also having this empower message of we are strong women. And then Spice Up Your Life is a single, a song of the Spice Girls, and they pay tribute to that, to a girl group that was also really big and really criticized too, just like they always do with women. So I really love that sentence. Another thing that I love about this song is that it's an empty chorus, but the beat is so good, like it's perfect. It's a song where it fits to have an empty chorus. It's one of the best beats I've ever heard, honestly. This song is placed on number 2 on the AP. It's so goddamn good, and I know that you all also love it. Go, the title track. So this song is really, really, really different. It's probably the one that surprised me the most. I feel like the chorus is also empty, and it gets better as you listen to it more, but I still feel that it's not as good as the Jump empty chorus, and that they shouldn't have done 2 main songs with an empty chorus, and it's also not as good as any of the other parts of the songs, which are amazing, like perfect. The song itself, it's perfect. I'm not saying that the chorus it's not good, but it's not perfect. So if the chorus was different, this song could literally be one of my favorite Blackpink songs ever, because the verses are really good, the pre-chorus is really good, the bridge is amazing, probably the best bridge Blackpink has ever done, or one of them. Now I don't want to talk so fast because I don't recall all the bridges, but you know, And also, I love the way the lyrics are written. Like, again, it's simple, but it's really effective. It's so kind of going to war. Like, it really lifts up my mood. And I don't know, I feel a different vibe and energy to these lyrics as all their other songs before. And specifically, I want to highlight the rap because it has a lot of G words and it fits with the overall concept of go. And I love the contrast between Lisa and Jennie's lyrics. Go get it, I'm a go get it, never gonna settle for a second, I need a gold medal, gonna go get gold. Get up on the floor, tell me when to go, no slow jams, bopping through the speakers when I do my go dance. And then Jennie says, oh no, I go when I wanna go, I'm so gone. It contrasts when Lisa saying, tell me when I wanna go, and then Jennie says, no, I go when I wanna go, and I'm so gone. Like, I have even gone already, that I'm not here anymore. Go reckless, go off, like what could go wrong? I'm going all in, you should know that's my go-to. And I love this last sentence, my whole crew with me, if I go, then they go too. I don't know, I like the way like it's worded. Finally, I understand that Jennie and Rosé had to take that bridge because their voices sound really amazingly well, but I just wish they could have done the song in a different structure of the line distribution so that Jisoo would have gotten more parts because her voice is so unique and it sounds so good. But I do love that she says moya ha on the end of the song. You cannot almost not hear it, but it's a kind of a way of saying in Korean, like let's go, like super excited, like energetic chant to say it in a way, and I like that. This song, it's ranked on my number 3 on the album. I'm still not sure if it's 3 or 4, but for now it's 3. It has gotten better with more listens, and I feel like it's a really solid title track, but it's not that commercial. So even if it's good, I understand that it's not having the same performance as Jam or How You Like That and the rest of the title tracks because it's really different. It's not for everyone. Me and My, it's the only song that it didn't grab me at first. I was so confused with the song, and as you can imagine, it's still my least favorite, so number 5. But I think that it has gotten better with the weeks. It's a song that it doesn't need to be taken seriously. It's just a bop to enjoy with your friends, in this case, like with the girls, and feel empowered. And the beat, it's really sick. Lisa really does a great job on this song, even though I feel like the line distribution should be really different because Jisoo and Rosé are almost non-existent, and that's the biggest complaint of this song. And I think they could solve it in a very easy way, which is having less repetition of the chorus and have a bridge. This song does not feel full, not like Jump that doesn't need a bridge. I feel like this song does need a bridge to be better and less repetition of the chorus, but the beat is really sick and it's a really fun song to listen to. I wish it was called Me and My Girls. I think that it would make more sense. I don't know if they changed it because of the leak, but at this point it doesn't matter. And also some of the lyrics that are being misinterpreted, which I don't get why people cannot think a little bit. The lyric that says hide your man, it's not like saying hide your man because I'm gonna take it from you. It's not literally we don't want men. Hide your man. Your man cannot be here because it's time for the girls. That's it. And I think it's a really cool lyric. And then the other one that they're complaining because they call each other bitch. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. With your group of friends, you can tell each other those kind of stuff. Like my girlfriends do that between them, like, yeah, you go, bitch. As long as it is with consent of the other person and kind of a friend thing, I don't see the problem there. And finally, something that I really like when Rosé and Jisoo say pop, we'll make it pop like a lolly. Pop comes from lollipop, that lolly means lollipop, so pop, lolly, lollipop, but can also mean kind of something exciting or energetic, like make it pop. And at the same time, the pop, the genre of music, so it has different meanings and I like that. Moving on to Champion. Guys, this song, like everything is perfect on this song. It doesn't even make sense how good this song is. It doesn't have a bridge, but the way it gets stripped down at the end with the chant, like getting the energy, getting bigger until like this concert feel like until you get to the last chorus, which is bigger and with more production than the other two. I feel that this song is the proper song to have the Blackpink chant, and I don't feel like Go should have it. I forgot to mention that. I feel it would be better to have Go with a different thing at the end. But, well, that's a decision that I don't agree with, but it's okay. In this song, which feels kind of an anthem, I loved it. It's also been one of the favorite ones of the album, but some people are saying that it's just too Disney Channel, too old feeling, and I honestly don't get it, because it does sound like that, but if it's something was good in the past, why it doesn't have to be good now? Like, I'm not a person to follow trends. If I like something, I'm always gonna like it. Like, I don't know. It's really uplifting. It has a beautiful message, but with Blackpink style, still being empowered. But all the lyrics are great. There's nothing wrong with the lyrics here. Just like there's nothing wrong with Go and Jump. That's why I'm saying that the lyrics are not bad on this AP. Something that the people complain is the me and my lyrics, and I already mentioned that. So like people also don't like the L reference. Like, what is wrong with that? I just don't get it. I don't. When I listen to it, I don't feel anything is wrong with that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too easygoing. It's also really even between all the girls with the line distribution. Probably the most fair, like the fairest one alongside Kick It. And I don't know. It's so good. I was so happy when I first heard this song, and of course, it's my number one. Like I don't. At first, I didn't know if it beat it jump, but I think it does because it's my style of song, my preference. And as I've said on my predictions, I wanted the girls to sing all together a chorus just like they did in Love Sick Girls, and this one is the perfect situation for that. And finally, Fuckboy. I honestly feel that out of all their slow songs, this one is the catchiest. I'm not saying it's the best one at all because Stay it's up there, but it's the catchiest one. Even though Rose sings much more on this song, I feel like all the girls shine so much. Their vocals are so good. All of them have a different voice tone, so unique for each of the girls, and that makes it so good. The lyrics are also great, and the message is good. I mean, you are heartbroken, but at the same time, you are trying to be the strong one and telling the boy, like, what happens if I'm now the bad one, the fuck boy. I don't get cringe by the lyrics of Icy or Karma's a Bitch. They're normal lyrics. Like, I swear, people hate everything for the sake of hating. The only part that I think could be better is Lisa's rap. I don't get exactly why the phone reference. They could have done something different there because then Jennie's part is much better. But the part that I like the most lyric-wise is the bridge. Like, I love when they say, I told you it's not the serious heartbreak builds experience. That's what the boys tell them. This is not that serious, like gaslighting them and downgrading their feelings. And heartbreak builds experience as if it's normal to go through these things so that you get stronger and you have experience. And then how everything is just a backfire of how they were treated. You burn the bridge, I'm on fire. You set the tone, now I'm louder. I don't like you, I'm just bored. How's it feel? Now I'm the fat boy. I really love this bridge, it's so good. And also, I love Jennie's pronunciation on this song. Like, on the last part, and I forgot to mention this on Me and My too. I love how she pronounces her words. It's really satisfying to hear. She really did something with her pronunciation on this AP. The last position, Fuckboy, is my number 4. But I said that I'm still not sure if Go with the third one or Fuckboy. They're more or less there. That's it, guys. Now you have my Blackpink playlist here on the description with my ranking of all the songs updated. It goes like this. Now I'm going to put it here so that you see where the songs are ranked. Champion is the highest one at number 8. Jump is at number 11. Go is at number 20. Fuckboy is at number 24. And Me and My is at number 31. So it's pretty well distributed. Just like the other albums, you can let me know if you want me to do one day a ranking of all the albums and APs they have. I mean, the 5 they have. I think that could be really interesting. And I don't know, guys. I'm just happy for the songs, and as I've said, and happy of seeing the girls, and it's just been so joyful. But at the same time, there's a lot of things around it that make it harder. And YG does not do shit, and I hate them so much. And I just hope that Blackpink gets a reburn, and if they renew the contract with better conditions and they let the girls have their own thing so that they can shine as much as they're shining right now with the solos. Let's hope for more content so that I can react to it and that we can talk about it. If no, you can let me know other things that you would like me to do with Blackpink. And now let's wait for the solos. I'm so excited. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break during April because I have a lot of other things that I want to do on the channel. But we will still see each other for Elise's birthday and another video that I will do in April for Blackpink. Okay, guys. So thank you so much for staying until the end, for being here with me, and we will see each other soon to keep fanboying and fangirling. Adios.